Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to look and do our daily technical analysis update of gold and silver. Let's jump in here. Let's go right to the charts, and I'll give you my financial opinion. So here we go. We got the DXY. We're starting with the dollar. Dollar has been going sideways in this channel. It's just been moving sideways. No clear direction yet. What this means is a weaker dollar means that we have a tailwind behind our commodities and precious metals prices. A stronger dollar usually indicates that people are wanting to run to dollar-denominated assets, which might favor something like a NASDAQ or an S&P 500 in the short term. Looking at the 10-year yield, we are up on the 10-year yield today, up 3.74%. We are in an overall trending market going up. Higher highs, higher lows. And I think that will continue with the inflation that we're seeing. Looking at gold, gold's been just moving sideways. It looks like we're preparing ourselves for a potential turn to move higher. We might still have a little bit more, banging it out sideways for a little bit longer, but the momentum is slowing to the downside. I don't see the sellers. You've got some big selling pressure there, smalling seller pressure, smaller, and smaller, and then eventually will, I think, turn higher. Looking at silver, again, same thing. We're right at the support area. This support area here, we'll see if that holds. I think we'll probably head on higher once gold starts to move. And then platinum's also just moving sideways, going to the right-hand side here. And personally, I like platinum here for the physical metal. I do like it there. Look at the XAU to gold ratio. This is the gold and silver index in relationship to gold itself. Getting a little bit of a pullback today. We got a bloody nose. That is usually a continuation pattern to the upside. And we are playing with this resistance line. We just got to break through it and close above it. Closing above it is important. I'd like to see a monthly close above this resistance line on the ratio to show us that they're not playing around, the gold and silver miners. Karora Resources, I'm going to go to the dailies here, just do kind of the short term. It's a bloody nose. I think this will continue higher with time. Bloody noses are just a small little down day. They call it a profit-taking day. But we've got big buying pressure, small selling pressure. Everything looks good. EXK, another one that's got a little, kind of like a bloody nose. This is a bullish engulfing here and a bullish piercing. I do think this is going to go higher. It's sitting on top of its pattern here. That's where I like to buy. Fortuna Silver Mines is in the same spot. It's got a bullish engulfing, these two candlesticks here, sitting on top of a pattern. Again, I think this is going to go higher. It looks really good for a move higher on top of this pattern. SILJ, these are all going to be similar, guys. They're all going to be similar. Pattern sitting on top, and we've got a bullish engulfing here and a bullish piercing there, bullish piercing there. I think we're going to work our way higher with time. GDX, we've got a bullish engulfing, bullish piercing. Those three patterns there. We get a little bit of selling pressure up in this little area there. We'll break through it, give it time. We just need gold and silver to take off, and then I think, well, we'll be off to the races. This is metallic minerals. These are two small little down days over here, a couple small down days. We got a little bit of resistance as we go up, but we've been chopping sideways. We need some gold and silver to move. We need gold and silver to move, and Koya Silver's been moving sideways, a little bit more of a down day today. Don't really have too much to say there. Discovery Silver's just riding on its resistance line. We need gold and silver to break so these can break. First Majestic Silver, AG, bullish engulfing. That day there and that day there. I do think we're going to work our way higher. I don't see too many sellers in here. I don't see any fat down candlesticks anywhere in this top here. Usually when you get a reversal, you'll see like a big fat down candlestick. We don't have any, so still looking good, and I still think we're going higher. This is getting a little bit of a bearish piercing pattern. Maybe we come back a little bit before heading higher. Maybe a little bit of a pullback. Mag Silver, moving sideways within this little squeezing up pattern, still squeezing up. And that's what they do, guys. They squeeze up for a while. They squeeze up for a while, and everybody gets bored, and then it takes off. That's what happens. AUY just is taken off. So this was your squeeze up period in here. This is your squeeze up period, and then boom, it takes off. And we're in run mode now. This is a cheetah in the run. You know, we're watching a cheetah in the wild. It's running. It's killing it. Up 3.1% today. Still looking good. Impact Silver, another one that's got kind of like a flag pattern. There you go. Eventually, it'll work its way higher, I think. We just need gold and silver to get on board and start moving, the physical metals themselves. AAGGF is just bouncing. It's ping-ponging. Getting a little ping-pong on, and then we're squeezing up. Got a nice bullish engulfing today, though. Looks good. Arcana Silver, I've got the line down here. You touch this line, try to buy it on the line, guys. That is at 1.1326. I don't know, something like that. We might even dip a little bit below it, get it 0.13. That'd be a nice little addition. Platinum Group Metals sitting over here. I do like it when they sit there on top of their pattern. There's the pattern coming down. We can draw another line down here. It's a falling wedge pattern. And we're breaking to the upside. I like how this one's got the, like we get a nice big move and then it kind of comes sits down that way. I like when they look like that. That usually means they want to go higher. Siboney Stillwater, still just moving sideways. I don't see a clear path. Sandstorm Gold, these are the royalty companies. Again, it's sitting on top of its pattern. I like when they sit up there. That's where I usually buy a little bit. Franco-Nevada's also sitting on top of its pattern. I think it's nice up here for a potential purchase because we're going to probably move higher soon. EMX is another one that's been getting a little bit of squeezing up here. It's been bouncing back and forth. And I want to see a move higher. That's what I want to see next. Teuton Resources, we're just hanging out here, going back, trading back and forth. Wheaton Precious Metals, another one that's starting to squeeze up on its resistance line here. The lows are coming on up, so we'll squeeze and break at some point, probably very soon. Gold, Royalty Corporation's moving on higher today. This thing kind of moves on its own, it seems like. A mind of its own. Metallo Royalty, it's just chilling out here. I like it in that general vicinity. It has a lot of support underneath it. Mavericks Metals, another one that's sitting on top of its pattern, has a lot of support underneath it. That's where I usually like to get a little bit. Royal Gold, a little bloody nose today. Again, that's a continuation pattern to the upside. Small little down days. Looks really good. Cisco Gold Royalty, a bloody nose. It's bleeding. We're bleeding profusely here, guys. Profusely. Just a teeny little bloody nose on all these. Usually they work their way higher. This is a bearish engulfing. Usually they had lower. But there isn't too much red up here. I mean, it's a battle of buyers and sellers up here. We could see a return move before heading higher. But that's what we've got on the precious metals front. Doesn't look bad. We're sitting on top of patterns. Everything looks good. We're just waiting for gold and silver to take off. That's it. And I like buying in these general vicinity. I think it looks good. I think that the companies are all sitting in a positive spot where I would be a buyer. If you guys like the content, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.